It's actually really hard to get a bad job today. Now, I live in Long Island, New York, and everything's expensive. Taxes are too high. Everybody's a jerk. Like, it's like really hard. Like, I even applied at the public libraries. No, really. And I know those are jobs for what, like, 16-year-old girls and stuff. And
Well, no, I mean, okay, yeah.
I didn't want an office cubicle. I don't want a high pressure sales job. I want something that's quiet and where people don't bother me. And I like books.
I like books.
I do. But so I sent my resume through one of the websites locally, right? And some bitch writes back and she goes, "To whom are you addressing your resume to?" I'm like, "Oh, fuck, here we go already." And I said, "Well, to whom am I speaking with? You didn't put your name. In fact," and of course I started going off. I said, "In fact, your website doesn't give any instructions on whom to send my resume to."
And you're telling me that she didn't know who to give that information to?
Right.
She doesn't know who handles all that stuff?
Of course she does. She's a cunt. She knew who to forward it to. And I said to her, I was like, that's, and I can call her a cunt. But I said, let's face it. I'm a guy. I'm not going to get a job there anyway. We both know this. So, as far as the gender thing out here, I'm all about equal rights as long as it's fucking equal.
Right. And
there are a lot of positions out here that guys know that we will not get. Right. And it's not because of a lack of trying. Like in healthcare, where you'd show me a doctor's office or a hospital that hires men to do coding or reception work.
Right, same thing with childcare. You won't see guys working in tutor time because apparently if you're a guy, you're also a child molester right out of the bag.
Not that I want to change dirty diapers. I mean, I used to work in a preschool years ago, and there was literally like 3 guys in the entire school, and we were all part-timers, and we all would pass each other in the hallway and be like, "Hey man, what's up?" And like we'd be miserable.
You'd be so ashamed.
We were treated like crap. We knew that this wasn't our place, So yeah, there are a lot of professions where like men are just not going to get hired. And in this economy, it's like, well, come on. Like all right, when I sent so I started sending a bunch of resumes to other libraries, and they asked questions like, "What do you plan to do after you graduate?" And I said, "Well,
I don't know, get a job."
I said that, "Well, get a job." And I said, "Well, I'm 36 years old and I'm married, and but before you rip up my application, you know what I mean?" And they're saying like, "Well, women need to have equal pay at jobs," and Obama's touting his whole, he's like sucking up to the chicks, going, "Equal work with equal pay. Look, women should get equal pay." It's like,
is there anybody out there who really doesn't pay women equally as they do for men?
Right. I guess. I mean, I don't know of any employer that pays women less money than the men.
I don't either.
And if you give them a little bit of something extra, I'm sure you'll go up the ladder really fast.
There goes our female audience.
We don't have an audience.